Port Tampa Bay collects more than $10 million in your property taxes every year, and they also get millions in state and federal grants. But are they making the most of your money? Well, for weeks, our I-team sifted through records, finding that Tampa's port is way behind in one very important category. Investigator Jared Holbrook looks into what that could mean for you and our local economy.
And for your viewers out there, we are the #1 port in the state of Florida. You should be very proud in Port Tampa Bay.
When you hear Tampa's Port CEO Paul Anderson speak,
this port, our state's largest and most diverse port,
you may think Tampa's on top.
And one of the most successful ports in the nation.
But the I-team uncovered numbers Anderson doesn't want to talk about.
Mr. Anderson, Jared Holbrook, ABC Action News.
Hey Jared, how are you?
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Is there a reason why you won't sit down and interview with us, sir?
No, I have no reason not to sit down and interview.
Okay, we got an email saying that you have no interest in sitting down and talking to us.
While Anderson brags about the weight of containers coming in,
for an annual total of over 37 million tons.
The Tampa port is lagging way behind when it comes to the number of containers coming in. Tampa, the largest Florida port land-wise, shipped a total of 39,000 cargo containers in 2015, according to the most recent report by the Army Corps of Engineers. But smaller ports like Jacksonville shipped more than 700,000. Miami and Port Everglades also topped 700,000.
Being in Tampa is a disadvantage to my business.
Omer Ozer and his brother Ewer own Stone Mart, one of the biggest importers for stone and tile in Florida. They have been using Tampa's port exclusively for 15 years, but now they're considering leaving.
We enjoy here for family and everything, but of course, as a business point, it doesn't really make sense to stay in Tampa.
Omer says Tampa's port only has one major ship line run by Zim, and the other ship line, MSC, piggybacks off Zim's ships. They say a lack of competition drives up prices.
If we were in Miami or Jacksonville, actually, we were making $1 million more a year and also having a less overhead.
Tampa Bay customer will be paying more because of the cost of freight to Tampa port is higher.
The I-team found other big companies based here are mostly using other ports. National chain Rooms to Go, while headquartered in our area, is using Jacksonville's port, way more than Tampa. According to industry-used data company Import Genius, they shipped more than 11,000 containers in Jacksonville and only 588 in Tampa all of last year. Rooms to Go's CEO says there just aren't enough ships coming into Tampa. You can see Canes and Badcock furniture stores are also not using Tampa near as much.
Tampa freight has always been higher than the rest of the ports.
Scott Taylor knows about freight costs. He's vice president of American Chung Nam. He says they're one of the largest exporters per container in the world. Scott tells us they have business in Tampa, but use other ports to save money.
We've been forced to haul a lot of our business up to Jacksonville.
Can you explain why businesses based here in Tampa are using other ports other than Tampa?
Listen, we have been in the growth of our business here. We are the most diversified port in the state of Florida. That's something our citizens should be so happy for. It's like your portfolio of your 401k.
Your tax dollars are paying Anderson one of the highest port CEO salaries in the country. Anderson makes more than $382,000 a year. That's $93,000 more than the New York, New Jersey port CEO and $58,000 more than LA's port boss. Both of those ports bring in millions of containers every year compared to Anderson's 39,000.
You don't want to explain to taxpayers, Mr. Anderson.
Local business owners say one solution is more competition within ship lines. They say that will create more competitive pricing per containers. We'll have to hear what Tampa Port Authority board members have to say at their next meeting. I'm investigator Jared Holbrook, taking action for you.